Happy just over 9 months to my jejunostomy. I have very severe gastroparesis causing gastric failure, and I started out with a GJ tube, and that kept flipping back into my stomach and esophagus. So in March of this year, I had a open Witzel vertical jejunostomy where they created a tunnel within my jejunum and the upper parts of my small intestine to support the long length of this tube. And being someone with hypermobile EDS, I am prone to poor wound healing. So I was very lucky to have been assigned an EDS informed surgeon, and I had a all-woman surgical team, which was a dream, and they did a fantastic job on this scar. It is kind of starting to turn white in the center, and that is where it is finally starting to atrophy, and some of you called that a few months ago. I just was hoping it wouldn't atrophy, but most of my scars do tend to atrophy. However, if you look at it compared to the very pink and raised scarring from my port placement, which was in September of 2023, the vertical scar is looking so much better. This, my port scar, constantly getting irritated, but this, as long as I leave it alone, it's fine. I love it. Now, that doesn't mean that having a major surgery with any form of EDS doesn't come without risk, and I put a lot of thought into getting a jejunostomy, and I highly recommend that most people who are getting this type of tube setup start with a GJ and try not to move to a two-tube setup if you can avoid it. But if you have a problem with flipping, the open Witzel jejunostomy worked really well for me with my hypermobile EDS. With the amount of scarring and reconstruction that needs to be done, I would definitely find a surgeon that, if you can, is familiar with how to close wounds on someone who doesn't heal very well. But yeah, I am really happy with how this is turning out. I'm excited to see what it looks like at the year mark, but for being cut all the way up my midline, I'd say it looks pretty good 9 months out.